Hello and welcome to the ranch. It is another Bekaert Fence project in the works. We have what we think is everything that we need for this job. I'm sure there'll be trips back and forth to the shop to gather tools, but I've looked around everywhere and I can't find Keith or Van. So Jeff and I are going to do this one. We're doing the goat fence expansion. So this is something that I've kind of had in the works for a while. Jeff put all the posts in. Bekart, I talked to Keith this winter about like what I needed, and Keith helped me decide the right wire, and Bekart did send this wire to me to use, just in full disclosure. So we're going to use, let me check the name of it again. It is the Horseman 30, and this is designed for my needs. It's going to keep baby goats in. So I have dwarf Nigerian goats. Babies are super small. I wanted something that would keep the babies in and, just give more room. So we're going from a very small area to a much larger area for them. We're also going to be using gripples, and I'll have more information in the description about the stuff that we use. So we have a gate that we're going to use that won't like swing or anything. When we need to clean, it'll just pop off. We'll take it off and then can get into this. And then this like divider fence here, that's all going to come down. Not today, but going to clean this area up and make it a nice little area for the goats. So that means I can get more goats. That's really what this means. All right, so we're going to make our first pole. We're going to start where that gate's going to go, come around this corner, and then, this is a good part here too. We are going to do, there's going to be just like a chain link gate here on the interior, and then exterior, so like a double gate system with like a very small little like alley. So when I need to like move them out or get one out, I've got a double gate now. I will, which will be awesome. Step one is find the end. Should we move? We should. We're gonna move over there before we. Like when Keith and Van are here, they have all the tools. We have 90% of the tools. I don't need gloves. We're not going the right direction.
Yeah, it's going to unroll that way. The end is here.
Okay. You got to get all of the little ties off. You got to find all the little ties.
I found them. I just didn't straighten them.
I'll stand on it. Oh no! Oh no, our garbage!
There's no top or bottom on this particular.
Oh yeah, no, it's all the same. There's my camera. It's all the same. No, some woven wire has a different pattern at the bottom. This does not. We have to strip the, I don't know, what do you call these? The cross wires?
The
Vertical so we can use the gripples to attach. So that's going to be step one. This is going to take a minute. So cutting, and then these will come off, and then we'll have a longer section. I need probably about, 8 inches or so of smooth wire so that we can attach it to the post. I'll be back when this is done. Jeff's modeling the gripples for us.
This is the T-clip. This is for your end post.
Yeah, these are for every place that you have an end. We use this type of gripple. All of this, again, will be the link to Bekaert's website. You can find all this stuff on their website. So now,
gripples,
what?
buy gripples.
Oh yeah, you get the key.
Don't lose this.
Well, you just need something to, that's how you get your gripple off. All right, so we got the wire stripped. So we have enough length there now that we can attach this to, this is methane pipe. Use this all over the ranch for fencing. There's my high fence. That's also a Bekaert fence, so it's an 8-foot fence. Everything that Bekaert's done is gripples and methane fence this pipe is, we've used it everywhere. Tell me where you want me to hold it. We're gonna start at the bottom. No gaps.
You want it on the ground, right?
Yes, on the ground. Jeff put all these posts in by himself.
And they are 4 feet above the ground.
Good job. I believe Keith would say start at the bottom. I don't know what Keith would say. Keith would say...
We'll do the top and the bottom and then move in.
Keith would say you're doing great.
You gotta
What do you need?
step it down.
Well, the problem is that there's a rise in the ground. You didn't make the ground level.
No, I didn't.
You guys can't even see. I'll show you later. Do you know what you're doing?
I have trouble with these teeth clips, to be honest with you. I have a lot of trouble with these teeth.
A pair of pliers?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
We'll get them all started and then tighten.
Okay.
Otherwise, you end up with a bow.
We kind of already have a bow because of the dirt.
No, that'll fix itself.
They'll buff out?
Yep. Oh my gosh. I have so much trouble with these.
What?
I never know which way's up on these T-clips.
I figured it out. Fencing makes you, it shows who was good at geometry and who was not good at geometry, I feel like. I feel like it activates a part of my brain that doesn't normally like work super well. Not gonna lie. Also, I have weak hands. And carpal tunnel. I couldn't be a professional fencer. The turkey thinks you're pretty too, Jeff.
I am pretty.
Luckily he's not a mean turkey. Is this wire supposed to go above or below the cross wire? Does it matter?
I don't think that matters as long as it's in the gripple and holding.
Okay. Let's find out later.
Actually, the hole goes above it. It depends if you put it on upside down or right side up. There is no upside down or right side up, I think.
Okay.
Because some of them are below, some of them are above. It's just
It's fine.
the hole goes through at a certain point, and there you have it. All right.
Okay, now we can pull all the gripple or all the wire tight, right?
Well, we want to get it
Oh, we just leave it loose.
at the right angle first.
Okay. Sure. All right.
Sure.
Fencing with rookies. This is not a tutorial. Keith does those. We do not. Okay.
I would think we need it straight before we tighten them. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to straighten it.
Okay. Learning. Okay. We're attached. Now so I am placing this fence, it is on the outside. If we were doing like cattle fence or bull fence or anything, then it would be on the inside of the post. It's going to be on the outside of the post. And we're going to have to go around this corner, along this post and this post. And then when we get to the gate, we're actually going to come on the interior and then end on this post. No, I'm going to send it. We're going around the corner.
There's 3 points of friction.
It's going to be fine. Keith will fix it when he comes next.
Let me go find him.
If it fails, it's my fault. But we're gonna do the corner thing. It's not that long of a run. Would you like some help?
Take the corner so you're going to keep it from stretching right.
Well, we may have to pull from here. So don't pinch yourself. We're gonna have to put the puller on here and pull here.
And then run this around?
And then run it around. But don't cut it. This is how we did it when we did the hay yard fence. They had to pull in multiple parts. I learned things. So you can I help you?
No.
He does it himself. So yeah, go all the way to the end and then there you go. Once you're around the corner, it'll go.
You think?
It will. So we'll pull from here and then we'll pull again from there. Quite some time ago, a bucket of fence staples got spilled over here and they work themselves up. They like get buried and then so I find fence staples quite often over here. Careful. Okay, cool. That looks great. Done. Open the gate. This is gonna get put on the wire and that helps ensure an even and straight pull. And it does not damage the wire or the coating. And I'm going to tap them in with a hammer. Would you like me to get that one? And then we're using a come along to pull. Okay, he's just about at the point where we've got tension. So important when you're pulling to make sure that your bottom is next to your fence, to your post. And we're going to start to see this move. The chickens. Maybe one more. We don't need to pull a lot out because it is high tensile. Okay, I think we're... Yeah, we're...
This will tighten up when we cinch.
Yeah, we'll cinch these and that will...
In theory.
In theory, like Jeff says, in theory. Yeah, we're gonna have to get that all the way down at the bottom and tight. So I think we'll tighten this up now before we take that off. We're just moving them down. Well, Jeff's moving them down. Okay, now we're just going to pull the wire and get those tight. Stanley, go home. Stanley is my intact goat, male goat, and he has figured out how to get out of the dry lot. Despite the fact that we've been fixing fence and trying to keep him in, he still figures it out. So he just kind of free ranges around. Can you go home? No? Okay. We're tight over here. the wire will get clipped off so nobody gets snagged on that. But we did find that we were kind of hooked on these bolts here, and so we're gonna Jeff's gonna pull one more time and just take a little bit more out, slack out. Okay, I think you're good. All right, now we're gonna get this connected to this post over here to hold our tension. Stanley's just gonna do what Stanley wants to do. There we go. We'll throw more of these on, and like it'll get connected onto each post and stuff, but for now we're just gonna throw a few on here and then we can finish this. We've got 4, are these called stays? I don't know what they're called. Pipe post clips. Also available on Bekaert's website. We've got 4 of those on. We have everything unattached now, and fence is still nice and tight down here where we pulled. That looks great. So now we just need to do this part. The ground is not level, and this is going to make the fence not pretty.
It goes way up.
It goes way up. Okay. It's going to be not as pretty. We're here-ish. Oh, now I'm stuck inside. All right, so we can cut. I don't even know if you guys can see. Okay, we gotta cut.
Right here.
You won't go that far?
Yeah, this has to come
Oh,
around.
yes, okay.
So maybe
Well,
far enough for it to go all the way around.
okay. Well, all the pliers are over there. Okay, where did we decide? Somewhere. Well, let's go just a little.
We're going to be pulling these off
Yeah.
this way.
Yep.
So,
But we got to cut this off. That's step 1. So that's plenty. Make sure you go on the same line. Yeah. Hold all.
I got the wire.
Okay. Well, I got to get this side. Okay. Now again, we're going to strip all of these cross pieces. Which ones are these? These are verticals.
Horizontal. The vertical comes off.
Yes. So that we have a smooth horizontal. So again, we can do the gripples on the back. Hey, Stanley. How's it going? So yes, cut. We're going to leave this one. Yeah.
That's going to come around. So it leaves this one. No.
Yes.
Oh, that one's got to come around here.
It doesn't have to go that far around.
Oh, just as long as it's
I
around
think.
the corner somewhere.
Well, we're going to pull some tension out.
Not much.
I decided cutting here.
Do this one here.
Okay, we're going to do this a million times. We'll be back. think we did too much. Well, that's all right.
Cut some off. You don't have to do them all the way out. Just cut them all off here. Better too long than too short.
Yeah. We're getting set up to pull this last little section around this corner, but we're going to use the Bobcat to connect to. That's the plan. Where would you like me to connect this?
Well, it kind of needs to be in line with this, so it's almost to the left.
You didn't park the... I need more wire. Yeah. Oh, I'm just supposed to pull?
Yep.
Lower?
So kind of level with this, so we don't...
Lower.
So we're not pulling it up. Should work.
Okay. We can scooch the Bobcat more this way if we have to. I have to wear my glasses for protection. There's this. There we go. Oh, it's coming around the corner. One more. Okay.
That's tight.
Yeah, no, it looks great. It looks much better. It really pulled this corner out. Okay, don't you just, that stays. We did this wrong. 100%. We got to take those off. We put some temporary just smooth wire on to kind of hold it while we were doing all the clips and stuff, but now we pulled so much out. It looks like we have more, we got to do more work. Yeah, watch out. Okay. We got to strip back some more. So we shall learn and do better the next time.
Yes, we shall.
We're the B team. Maybe the C team. But if we're not challenging ourselves, we're not growing as people. So look at the bright side of things.
You didn't see the eyes roll.
Let's actually put some clips on that corner to help us hold tension. I know this is all still hooked up and stuff, but okay. Gonna strip some more of this back and cut some of this off because I don't need this much.
Yeah, do we want them all the same direction?
I don't know.
With the hole on the bottom?
Sure.
Is that where they're going to go?
Yeah, I think so. Look how nice this looks now that we pulled this corner. We got a little bit of an elevation problem with the ground, but you know, not everything can be level.
It is the prairie after all.
It is the prairie. It's not professionally landscaped. That one fell off. And I can't, I'm holding this.
Okay.
Okay. Tighten that one up, or put that one in.
Is that going to look like the other fence?
Yeah, so we didn't,
Okay,
we did the other end different. And then I went and looked at the garden fence, and they actually left like longer. So I don't know. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do or not, but you know, that's what we're doing this time.
It should tighten.
Let's just get them all put in and then we can come back and tighten. Not far enough?
Just. It's got a hold of me.
The come along does?
Yeah. The wire had hold of it there.
This section could maybe be just like a little better, but like not bad.
Yeah. And that's
The elevation is part of the problem. So yeah, no, that helps. Even just doing that.
and
What?
the needle nose piece.
Right there. We got a little wave.
They do.
Oh.
Yes.
Did Keith teach you this?
No. I actually figured that one out in my brain.
Okay. All right, we are going to.
Do a couple more.
Yeah, no, it's not bad.
They're not gonna put through it.
No, part of it's the elevation and stuff, but like, yeah, we could have maybe pulled just slightly a little tiny bit more, but you know, we're learning, okay? Okay, all of this is gonna get cleaned up. These wires are gonna get clipped and all that stuff. More of these, what are these called again? The T-post clips, pipe post clips. Those are gonna get put on all the pipes. And then this run will be done, and then we've got to pull the backside as well, and then do gates and all of that stuff. But this is going to be a 2-part series, so to actually see the goats in the new expanded goat pen, you're going to have to come back next week. It'll be Tuesday's video. So I'm going to go edit and come back, and then like we'll do more. So, okay. Not bad. I'm very happy with this, and I'm very excited because like I don't think the goats are going to get out. If you've ever had goats, you know that you shouldn't say this fence will hold them, but I think it's going to be much better than what I currently have. So excited to see this when it's all done. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Jeff, for your help. Okay, we'll be back Tuesday. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.